It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots on Monday night.
Just a beautiful fall night for football here in the Northeast as we are inside Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the wait is over. The regular season is upon us. It is kickoff weekend around the NFL. Our two teams here getting in a final tune-up, but let's look ahead to the 2023 season. What are you going to be watching for?
How about some of the recognizable new faces in new places? Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Odell Beckham Jr. The identity of teams under new coaches in places like Houston, Carolina, and Denver. And then, of course, the rookies. After the draft, we want to see how they perform.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And look at this, right away a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, there's something that goes back to the early years of his career. Remember, he had 3 touchdowns in each of his first couple of seasons. None last year as they've tried to dial back his running, especially down close to the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Throwing Jones. And this complete to a man they went against in practice for years, Devontae Parker. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away, and that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here, they get to completion and a quick first down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now Jones. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Game time! Let's go, man. Let's go, fellas.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go, baby. Let's run him down. Come on, baby. Get him. Let's baby. Whatever it takes. Let's go.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Let's go, man.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jones. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Jones.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Jones. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had